Good morning, Marcus. Good morning,
Good morning,
everyone.
good morning, good morning.
Everyone who's tuned in, we're so excited this Monday morning to be here. We've taken a week off. Taking a week off.
Oh, yeah.
A couple of weeks ago, uh, there was a major holiday, religious, spiritual New Year type of deal, and a part of that is to take 10 days to just reflect, to readjust, to prepare for the new year. And September marks that new year in the Jewish calendar. And so each year I try to take some time. Try to take some time to just really contemplate and reflect. How was your weekend? How have you been doing? How was your week? I haven't seen you on this forum in a while.
Oh, it's been a great week and a great weekend as well, and good time with family and just all the things that I like to do and getting focused. And last quarter of the year started yesterday. This is the last quarter of 2023, so it's good to kind of continue to keep the foot on the gas and getting prepared mentally, psychologically, and metaphysically for next year, 2024. Very anticipatory.
Yeah.
And so I'm just feeling cocked, locked, and ready to rock, smiling and dialing, blowing and going.
You never disappoint with all the things that you say. It is so true. It's so true. Just excited that this is the time of year that folks are looking toward the new year, toward new beginnings. We know, like I just mentioned, the Jewish calendar began this last month, but then also the Gregorian calendar. We're looking forward to January, and this is the time of year that folks tend to be a little more reflective, planning for the new year, wanting to make some new moves and experience some new successes in life. So I think this is this part of the year, this last quarter of the year, really provides some fertile ground, especially for us as transformational coaches, knowing that people are reflecting, more reflective during this time, and planning is a good opportunity for us to share with those who are plugged in and to those who will receive copies of our broadcast, to share with them that there's no greater time than the present to create a new beginning, to create a new path forward. And I know you and I both, while we were gone, while we were away, we watched the infamous now interview, or actually documentary, with Kirk Franklin, and that 35-minute, I believe he titled it Father's Day documentary. And boy, I tell you, it is so full for folks like us looking at this young man, 52, 53 years old, and seeing all the dynamics of the people who are closest to him and how that has impacted his life. So I would love for us today to dig in to some of the elements of what folks saw. And listen, if you're watching and you have no idea what we're talking about, go watch it. It's called Father's Day by Kirk Franklin. It's only a 35-minute watch. You can, if you're watching this on replay, you can pause us, watch it, and then come back. But Marcus and I discussed this, and it provides such a beautiful example of how these underlying issues and self-sabotaging behaviors can be rooted in some real things that have happened in our lives. And so we're going to unpack some of that today. We've titled this Heal, no, Reveal, Heal. No, I'm wrong. Reveal, Deal, and Heal from Father Fractures and Mother Wounds. Reveal, Deal, and Heal from Father Fractures and Mother Wounds. So I have some questions for you, Marcus. I know there's some things that are on my heart, but I have some questions for you from your experience regarding the whole revealing part. I don't want to skip over the fact that this young man, Kirk Franklin, has been so transparent down through the years regarding his journey. And for him to compile this documentary and reveal and disclose and just lay bare all the things that are impacting and have impacted his life, his entire childhood, his entire adulthood. Marcus, what would you say, in your experience, is the benefit or the power behind revealing or disclosing what the trauma that you've been through?
Well, I think that through my experience and down through the years, one of the biggest, greatest benefits of revealing is it dilutes the potency of that trauma. So there's a lot of weight, very weightiness, a lot of
Mm,
weightiness of these issues, these programs, the self-sabotaging programs. They're heavier than what we think because they're not even in the conscious mind. They're in the subconscious mind, and we're really governed in behaviors by the subconscious mind. So if we're unaware, we don't know, we have no idea why we are sabotaging ourselves in these different areas. That can be very frustrating when you're trying to get to a higher plateau in life and you're wondering, why am I 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, and 80, maybe 90, and you never broke through the veil of a higher quality of life. So revealing, it dilutes, it disseminates, it lightens this burden in the subconscious mind. And now you're feeling a little lighter. I didn't tell you this. I don't think I told you this, but I do the announcements every Sunday where I attend.
mm,
And I told the people uh, that my whole life, I'm up in age. I'm past 60. I've never had a picture of my mother up in my house. Never. And I've had one of my greatest mentors in the world say, well, you need to put a picture up of her now that she's passed on. I said, I don't think so. And so I'm not going to do that. Now, and I normally do everything he says. I don't care what it is. I'm doing it because he's a phenomenal grandmaster to me. So I said no. And my sister, she knows the deal. Everybody, that knows me real close. And I announced yesterday that, I called my sister this past weekend and I told her, I said, Michelle, guess what I've done? She says, what now? Because she's a what now person. I said, I put a picture of our mother up in my house. She said, oh, no, I don't even believe it. She was blown away, like I am too. I've never done it until this past few days. I have a picture. She's so beautiful. She was so beautiful. She was a professional model. And so she had us modeling, runway modeling, print, photo, everything. I'm even under contract now at a modeling agency. But she's so beautiful, especially on the outside. And I just now have done that, and I'm 63. 63. I have a
right.
picture of my mother. So the answer to your question again, it's just you're lighter to the 10th power. So I encourage people to do that. You got to be cautious. Watch who you're talking to. You can't just surround yourself with just anybody. There's people that out there, if you reveal certain things, well, I don't want to get on that. The point is, it can help you, but be cognizant and aware and sensitive and discerning who you're sharing it with. Get yourself more healed up and armored up first before you reveal certain things because of how some people are. But when you're feeling comfortable enough and safe enough, especially if you with Dell and Dell, it's a rapper dapper, you're in good hands. With this not Allstate, you're in good hands with Dell and Dell. I'm telling you that right now because we got 75 years plus experience.
Yeah.
However, the point is it lightens the load there, coach. And now you can begin to develop and let other things evolve and bloom and blossom for a higher quality of life.
Marcus, that's so true. And I was going to say, with folks like us, certainly with us, we create a safe space
Yes,
where people can reveal. And but what you said that was so powerful, and I really want to drill down on, is how much lighter a person begins to feel emotionally, psychologically, even physically. A person may even lose physical actual weight
that's right.
as a
That's right.
result of revealing that deep-seated hurt, pain, rejection, whatever it is, those father fractures or mother wounds, when they let it out of their mouths. And I'll just say this, It is not always the easiest thing to do, especially being taught to honor our parents no matter what. The old tradition, especially within our community, the African American community, there's so many secrets, and that is really brought to the forefront in Kirk Franklin's documentary. Down through the years, so many secrets, and just holding on to the secrets. It's almost unimaginable that this man has lived, and his studio is just a couple of blocks from his biological father, and
Shocking.
he never knew it. And the psychological damage that has done to him, that Kirk has been transparent about, his relationship issues, his addiction issues, his sexual addiction issues, all of those types of things, not having his father or his mother. And we'll talk about that possibly the next time we meet, the whole mother wound part of it. But to be able to reveal, it's I know how to drive a stick shift car, right? And switching gears and using that clutch to disengage and then re-engage when you're going through the gears. But then sometime, and I've done it professionally too, there are times when something transpires, and I'm trying not to go into deep of description here, but I know when I was driving school buses, if your RPMs didn't match what you were doing, because we could actually do clutchless gear shifting if the speed you were going was matching your RPMs. So if there's something that's off, something askew, or something stuck in the gears, you can't shift to the next level. You just can't get there.
Right.
There's a lot of hissing, smoking, smoke billowing, a lot of loud screeching sounds, but that stick is not going into that next gear because there's something blocking it.
Right.
It's being blocked. So, not revealing, holding on to the secrets, not feeling safe, not feeling anyone will understand. That's all an illusion. That's part of a dynamic that is in place to prevent folks from elevating, from leveling up. And we use these terms. We use these, I'm elevating all the way up. Nothing can stop me. Yes, something can stop you. Secrets, unforgiveness, not revealing the innermost pain. So even though Kirk has experienced success in one area of his life, the other area of his life was just dismal, as he's searching for his identity and for love and acceptance and understanding, all surrounding these father fractures and mother wounds. So the fact that he is cognizant enough to understand that his healing is attached to, first of all, revealing, disclosing, conversing. And he talked about the professionals that he has in his life that he's able to do that without judgment and in a safe place. And that's what we really want to focus on today with our team of folks, our tribe, our viewers, our friends out there, our investors even that we have, that there is a safe place. That is what Dell and Dell is creating for our clients and for our students and for our followers, a safe place where they can, Marcus, talk about the years that people hide, cover up, suppress all these traumatic things and the damage that it does.
Well, it's really incredibly, I don't know the right word right now, but, people have gone, coach, their whole life. And that's just heavy to think about, their whole life. So the majority of the people never discover why they had such sabotaging relationships with their kids, grandkids, and other significant others. And so a lot of times most people would never discover. If someone is listening to us right now, if you're under the sound of our voice right now, you are on another level of personal development. If you're even listening and you're still listening, so you're already on another level. So taking the next steps to really get further, deeper into self-awareness, could be of great value. So, Coach, to your question, it's could be many years, and some people go their whole life and they never discover the things that's maybe holding them back. So I would encourage people. Listen, I don't normally reveal this because I just rather let it be a surprise. But in what we do, there's a powerful, life altering for some people forgiveness exercise that we do. It's a forgiveness exercise. I've done whole entire workshops, whole entire weekends, and the one thing out of everything that was done, this forgiveness exercise has transformed people's lives. And they told me things and revealed and shared what they were getting ready to do. And let's just say it was felonious, all pre-planned, years in advance, ex-nayed and cut out of the consciousness because of the power of the forgiveness exercise. And there's many testimonials that people have. I do too, just from that exercise. It's pretty powerful. Like you say, we provide a safe place to hold people's heart in our hands very gently. And so we're professionals at what we do. We got 75 years of experience in combined between us. And it's an extremely powerful experience. And without some of the things that you just are not learning or discovering or having awareness of, you sabotage so many things. So we encourage people to make a call, give us a call. Let's connect, let's talk, let's do whatever, because we can really facilitate a personal growth and development journey that you probably never anticipated or ever imagined having. You now have found it because you've discovered Del and Del. Those are my words.
That's right.
That's my statement, Coach.
Yeah.
And I approve this message.
What came to my mind, Marcus, and that's powerful. And as we conclude, what came to my mind, my thoughts, I just started thinking about kids, teenagers that start
Ooh,
acting out and the
that's
things that are transpiring in their lives and how beneficial you and I each have been in the past in helping to mentor and coach that age group, that dynamic. There are people who are
right.
watching right now who have children and grandchildren. They may be adult children and grandchildren, even that just have had a troubled life because of things that have transpired. Folks who have attempted to self-medicate and turn to alcohol and have become alcoholics and just can't function because of them attempting their attempts on their own to mask the pain, to ease the pain, the hurt, the fractures, the wounds that have been created, whether it's alcohol or drugs or sex or whatever it is, to get some feel good somewhere in their lives, because at the core and at their heart, they're attempting to shove the gear in the next level and it's not going in there. So they begin to do all of these self-destructive things. What I would like to say in closing, you're going to have the last word, but I just want to share this final thought that came to me that people may not be aware of. We travel. We travel to schools and to organizations and to churches, and we conduct these the seminars, the trainings, the coachings for small groups as well, for groups as well. So a person who may say, well, man, I have a Sunday school class that would benefit from this. I have a parenting group that would benefit from this. I have a work team, You've done a lot of work professionally, Marcus, with corporations and CEOs and work teams. Reach out to us. We'll be there. We have full curriculum and packages and that are tailored to the needs of those groups and organizations, and get us there. Get us there in front of your folks to walk out these processes, full day, 3 day, 5 day. We easily tailor it to whatever the needs are for those group of people. But we're so filled with passion. When I look at Kirk Franklin, I look at all that he has achieved. And when you watch that documentary and he finds out that a man just on a fluke, just a fluke at a funeral, finds out that this man is indeed his biological father, 99.99999% likelihood for this man to be his father. And to watch Kirk Franklin with all of his success, all of his Grammys, living in this posh home, pacing back and forth. It was as though he reverted back to being a 7 or 8 year old kid, crying in disbelief and saying, he said the words, Marcus, my mother lied to me again. And he said it with such conviction and brokenness. And that was so telling. And so it triggered in me as a transformational coach the knowledge of the countless thousands and multiple hundreds of thousands of folks that are out there that are carrying those same burdens within them because of similar experiences. So that is what I wanted to say prior to we got off, prior to us getting off today, that we work mobily. That means we're mobile. We can show up in your city, your town, anytime. Marcus, please, with those thoughts, take it away and close us out today.
Well, I definitely want to just to confirm that we can come to a company, corporation, individuals. We can customize things to fit whatever size group. The largest group I've dealt with was 6,000 people from 26 countries around the world. So even CNN, World News, called me to do an interview. And so that was the most I've dealt with in the past. But what's interesting is on the 21st of October, you and I will be amongst 350,000 people. Listen, I've never seen a mic I didn't like, and I can absolutely accommodate and facilitate whatever size group, corporation, school, for-profit, not-for-profit, doesn't matter, and bring the heat, fire, thunder, rain, and lightning to your organization to take either the executive C-suite level executives up to a higher level or people at the bottom of the corporate structure and to elevate them and their bottom line as well. So give us a call. You're right now in the right hands just by listening to us, and you can be further into the right hands of us, DellAndDellInternational.com, and we can bring some value, tremendous value to you and your organization, whatever time frame that you may need us to be in this last quarter or even in the next year. But I would suggest calling as soon as possible so we can take it from there. So good night, good blessing, good morning, good day. Have a great day. We are out, and have a prosperous and beneficial day today.
Bye, everyone. See you Wednesday. We're going to unpack some more. Bye-bye.
Yes.